I had meat, and yeah. The more you allow a misery to take you, it keeps taking you. So I'm trying to fight off of it. But yeah, so I'm just trying to have strength. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna go. I have to wake up early and go to the hospital for a checkup. Um, yeah. I'm just tomorrow just doesn't come fast enough. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm just lying here, just waiting. I'm at least having something once a day, so I am not really eating anymore. In the beginning, I was, but now I'm not even like eating. I'm just like, okay, I'll eat when I take painkillers, or when I take the a calcium supplement, I think it is, that it was given to me. I'm assuming based on what I read it's calcium, but I can't be sure because I'm not sure I know what I read. um I think that's to like boost the strength of the bones or the healing of the bones. But overall, I'm just like tired. I am tired. I know the internet prefers bubbly personalities. It prefers, it prefers you to be on your own, on your A game. I'm human and I'm tired. I'm tired. I immediately, from the time I broke my wrist, the second I realized I broke my wrist, I went on safe self mode. I ran to the hospital, to the clinic, and the clinic was like, go to the hospital. I immediately went to the hospital. I was patient at the hospital. I didn't get any bad treatment in a public hospital, but I went there knowing that I must expect the worst and hope for the best. I then, my x-ray was done. I was told it's really broke. It's like, it's bad. My arm was put in a cast. I came back. I've been doing everything for myself. My clothes haven't been washed. I need my clothes to be washed. I need my blankets to be washed. I need my dishes. It's just a mess overall, but I've been getting up, washing myself, tidying up a bit, just not to live too much of a mess so that I don't get miserable. But now I'm tired. Of course, I'm gonna get someone to do my washing and pay them to do my blankets as well, because it's going to be a while until I can fully use my wrist, and I don't want to make things worse. But at the same time, I'm not even like in the mood to even do that, like to even call someone. I don't know. I'm at a point where I don't even want people. I normally I don't really want people in my personal space, but now to add this, it's worse. Like I don't want to talk to somebody about getting my clothes washed or my blankets washed. I don't. I, um, but I am going to try and just hold on to the little bit of strength that I have to get through this. I cannot wait to have the cast taken off so that I can have a bit of my life back. I've been wanting to redo my room, and I can't do that. I can't even like pull off um the wallpaper without worrying that if I slip, I'll get worse or something. So I'm just going to try and wait for tomorrow, and then hopefully I'll be able to have like a bit of my hand back so that I can do some things, even though I'm going to have to use it for a little while and then rest because it still gets swollen if I use it. I'm just so tired though. Like, I'm not physically tired, I'm emotionally tired. I'm emotionally tired. Um, I mean, it's not that all hope is gone or anything like that, but I'm just emotionally exhausted, I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry because I'm not in a like life or death situation, but I feel so helpless. And when I think about school, I stress. And when I don't think about school, I stress about not thinking about school. So, and also I'm still worried about the diagnosis that I got of depression, and I've been trying to observe myself, try to figure out maybe why or what is it. And I've noticed since I've been not at school, and I did go to school one day, and I've been thinking on and off of like, what am I going to do to catch up and do all these things. And then I realize I think the thing that's causing the biggest stress in my life is work. um which is an unsolvable problem because I have to work. Um, uh, I've always looked at working as a necessity, and I don't enjoy it. I don't, there's no part of it that I enjoy, and I can't quit. Um, it's there's no option called quitting. And I don't mind that it's not easy. I didn't go into it thinking this is going to be the easiest thing ever, but it is stressful. I think the pressure I've been putting on myself, um finally, I think it's been revealed to me that that's the work, that's work, that's I've been stressing about the fact that I'm putting so much effort into working, but I don't, the outcome doesn't show. Like I'm always feel like I'm behind. I always feel like I'm not doing enough, and I'm always like, whenever I have to show what I've done, it looks like I haven't done much, even though it takes up almost all my time. And I'm like, okay, this is the reason for my depression now. This is probably the biggest reason for my depression. And I was like, okay, what can I do? And I think as soon as my cast is off, I'm gonna need to implement other things in my life, like maybe exercising and all that stuff, and just like try to incorporate like other things that are not working, because um maybe then I'll be able to be even more functional at work, with less stress, more functional. But I think I also need like a routine. I need time where I'm like, because whenever I'm not working, it doesn't feel like I'm resting. It feels like I'm procrastinating. So I'm gonna need like time and routines, maybe morning routines, afternoon routines. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. When you try and look like at the internet at how people are having like morning routines to get into like the groove of working or doing extra work, or like compartmentalizing things, it just looks fake. So I don't know, but yeah, I think work is causing mostly my depression, and I am tired. And on top of that, I'm being piled on by an injury. And I'm tired. I'm tired of trying to be my hero. I've been trying to save myself since like the days of unemployment, and I've just been trying to save myself, like trying to be like the hero. And then I was depressed, and I wanted to survive depression and suicidal thoughts, and I've been just trying. I've been on survival mode. Like I feel like I'm not living, I'm surviving. And this injury, I think, might be the blessing in disguise, because it has made me see that I'm not living my life, I'm just surviving. There's nothing wrong with surviving, but you can't just survive, you need to live as well. And I think that's the only thing I've been doing. Like, you have to work, so we work. You have to do good at work, so we work. You have to make sure that your job is like productive, so I work. And I do nothing else, which is like mine. um Even though like doing YouTube videos for me is like that nice little outside thing, because that's mine, but I've always compromised. Like, I won't do YouTube videos this month. I'm just gonna focus on work. I've done that. Like my Mets Research channel, it takes a lot of time. So I was like, okay, I have to stop that. I have to pause that and prioritize work. So everything else always takes the back burner. I can't go to a friend's graduation ceremony even though I'm invited, because I want to work like that Saturday. I want to make sure I put in 2 hours of work in the classroom with the grade 12. So I want to make sure that afterwards I mark the scripts, and I want to, so that I can submit on time. I'm always putting those kind of restrictions on myself, and I'm like, okay, I think this injury kind of like reminded me that, okay, I need something outside work. I need something that is going to be the reason I work, is not just to buy me food and help at home, because that's what it does right now. Working for me, what it does is buy me food and help at home. Things that I wanted to do anyway. I wanted to work so that I'm able to help at home and that I'm able to take care of myself. But there has to be more to life than that. There just has to be more. and I'm not having them all right now. And I think that's why I'm not going to school. I'm at home, right? And I'm trying to learn how to use one hand and be sufficient in my own. I was trying to do that right from the beginning so that I can try and give extra classes to the grade 12s even though I'm injured. But emotionally I got so drained that I can't be helpful to anybody. I'm not helpful to anybody, including myself at this stage. I'm emotionally, mentally drained and exhausted, and I'm just like, every day is just torture, in a mental and emotional way. um though I understand that the people who wish they would just be in my possession. I know. Which it helps that I'm not in debt, because that would just be like, this thing would be just be adding on top of those things. So to not have money problems helps, because it's minus one problem I don't have to worry about. um but yeah, real life. um yeah.